Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Use the thumb to create this nice bass line. Now the chord progression is this one. I'm going to start with the G major chord, very basic chord. I like to use the one with 2 fingers on the top strings, okay? So first string fret 3, second string fret 3, okay? Very basic chord. The second chord is B minor, and if you don't like bar chords, that's not cool, but you have basically a bar chord on the fret number 2, then the second string fret number 3, and the third string fret number 4, and the fourth string fret number 4. This is another basic chord, B minor chord, okay? If you struggle with that, you can get rid of the bar, okay? It will sound different, but at least you can play the chords. It doesn't really suit the song though, so you really want to try to put down the bar. The third chord is C major, very basic chord, we don't have to talk about it, and back to the G major, okay? So you have somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and back to G. Alright. Now the second part is C major and G. Dreams that you dare to. D major chord, very simple. Dream really do come. E minor, true, and then C. Alright. So you have basically a bunch of chords: G, B minor, C major, and G, and C, and G, D, E minor, and C. Alright, now this is the whole song, guys. There is also an intro that I'm going to show you later, okay? But let me show you how to spice up the chord. Now the strumming pattern, we're going to start with the very simple one, which is this one. Thumb on the bass note, okay? And the index finger on the top string, so it's this one. So I have thumb on the bass and then index down, up, just on the top strings, guys, okay? I don't strum all the strings. Now you can sing the song with this strumming pattern like that. You have to remember though that every time you change the chord, for example, when you play the G, the bass note is on the 6th. When you change chord on the B minor, the bass note is on the 5th string, and so the thumb needs to pluck the 5th string. Okay, C major, you have the thumb on the 5th string, and then you have the G again. Okay. Now when you sing the song with this simple strumming pattern, you will have somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and I can't remember the lyrics. D. The D, the bass note is on the 4th string. E minor. The E minor, the bass note is on the 6th, and then the C major is on the 5th, okay? So you can really go ahead and practice these chord progression with the thumb going just on one string, okay? So very simple, and each chord is 4 rounds, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and want to look cool, you can do that. And so on and so on. Now what am I doing? The only thing I'm really changing is just the bass note, okay? So you want to play exactly the same chords we learned. But you have to remember that the bass note, so we have basically a 4, each chord is 4 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now starting on the bass note, you have to remember you want to go up 3 strings. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 1 down, 4. So you got 4 movements, bass note, and then 1 string up, 1 string up, 1 string down. This rule applies on all the chords except for the D major, which I'm going to show you how to play. So for example, G major, B minor. B minor I start on the 5th string, so I have 5, 4, 3, 4. C major I start on the 5th string, so I have 5, 4, 3, 4. How cool is that? G major. Back to the C. And G. Now when you play the D, unfortunately, we need to find an alternative. The easiest one, it would be to go 4th, 3rd, 4th, 3rd. Okay, so you don't have to change the chord. But if you really want to add an extra note, you could do 4th string, 4th string fret number 4, 3rd string, 4th string fret number 4, with a little finger. But sounds really good, but it's quite challenging. So really, if you struggle with that, just keep the basic one. And so when you sing the song using this technique, it sounds much fuller because you have the bass note changing, and so you have over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dream of, da, 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 da. Very simple song. Now there are also 2 different parts in the intro before the song starts, okay? And you're gonna have them. 3, 4. Now we're using exactly the same system here with the bass note. You already know all the chords except for the B7. Now you have to remember the really beginning of the song is G major, B minor, E minor, and C. And you only have 2 rounds, okay? So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. So the bass note will change only 1 time. So it's 1. The chords are G, B minor, E minor, and C. You have that twice. The second time, B minor, E minor, and you want to pause on the C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? And then you have another part where he's not singing, it's singing, but not really know the lyrics. It's just basically singing a melody. And the chord progression is G, major, and G, back to the C, B7. Now the B7, it's a really easy chord, okay? You have the 5th string fret number 2, the 3rd string fret number 2, and the 1st string fret number 2. So 5th string 2, 3rd string 2, 1st string 2, and on the 4th string you have the fret number 1. It's a really nice chord, okay? And after the B7 you have the E minor, and then the C, okay? So you will have, when you put it together, you have G 4 times, B minor, C, and G, and back to the C, B7, E minor, and C. And then you can start singing. It's a really cool song, and hopefully you're gonna find this tutorial easy. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.